Have you ever been on your knees, the weight of it all pressing down so hard you can barely whisper a prayer, the silence from heaven feeling louder than any noise on earth? And in that desperate solitude, you need to know right now that God hears you and has a word for your storm? There is a hidden arsenal, a collection of ancient, divinely inspired cries that were written for this exact moment, for your specific turmoil. And I'm not just talking about pretty poetry, but about 3 powerful psalms that are spiritual weapons designed to shift the atmosphere of your life when you feel surrounded, outnumbered, and overwhelmed. The first, a shocking declaration for when you are financially broken, relationally wrecked, and your health is failing, is Psalm 34. This isn't a passive hope, but an active war cry that commands you to taste and see that the Lord is good, even when your circumstances taste like absolute ash. Because the secret hidden in plain sight is that this psalm was written by David when he was faking insanity to escape his enemies, a man at his absolute lowest, a man who looked like a fool, and yet he declares, "I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears." A radical defiance of the visible reality that positions you for a supernatural turnaround, reminding you that the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, a military term meaning a fortified, unbreachable circle of divine protection is around you right now, even if your spiritual eyes are blinded to it. When the fog of confusion is so thick you cannot see the next step, when every door slams shut and you're questioning every decision you've ever made, that is the precise moment to unleash Psalm 23, a passage you think you know but whose depths are profoundly misunderstood. This is not a psalm for the peaceful, happy times, but for the valley of the shadow of death, for the moments when the predator's breath is on your neck and all you can see are the looming shadows. And the key is in that word, shadow. A shadow has no substance. It cannot truly harm you. It is merely the distorted outline of a thing blocking the light. And your shepherd's rod and staff are not for decoration, but for actively beating back the enemy and hooking you back from the ledge, forcing you to see your situation from a heavenly perspective, where your cup doesn't just have a little bit in it, but overflows right in the face of your adversaries, a public display of divine favor that shames the very forces that came against you. And for the times of sheer, unadulterated spiritual attack, when you feel a targeted oppression, when nightmares haunt your sleep and a heavy, inexplicable dread sits on your chest, you must go beyond polite prayer and wage war with Psalm 91, the nuclear option of divine protection. A covenant you claim by faith, where you declare, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." And notice the condition. It's for the one who dwells, who lives there, who makes their home in God's presence, not just a visitor in a crisis. And the promises that follow are not theoretical, but terrifyingly practical. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day. A direct reference to both hidden, psychological attacks and open, visible threats. A promise of a divine shield and armor that makes you spiritually bulletproof. But there is a warning here too, a hidden key that many miss. This protection is activated by your acknowledgement, by your mouth speaking the truth of it, by you making the Lord your refuge, not just a refuge. A total ownership of your faith that commands angelic activity on your behalf, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. These are not magic spells, but faith-filled proclamations that align your spirit with the truth of God's word, shifting you from a victim of your circumstances to a commander of spiritual forces. And the challenge before you now is this: stop merely reading these psalms as comforting words and start screaming them, whispering them, breathing them as the very oxygen of your soul for the next 7 days. To declare Psalm 34 over your lack, to decree Psalm 23 over your confusion, to war with Psalm 91 over your home and your mind, and watch with spiritual eyes as the atmosphere must shift, as the shadows must flee, and as the God who is a very present help in trouble manifests the deliverance he has already written for you. If this video has blessed you, let me know by hitting the like button, sharing it with someone who needs to hear this, and dropping your comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for such videos that strengthen your walk with God.